What up, party people in the place to be? Mail day, something came today. We're gonna take a look at it right now. Boom. My last video was all about how my setup was perfect, and now I'm about to blow it all up. So let's take a look what came in the mail. Maybe you can guess. Oh, got some stickers from, oh, there you go. Well, there's a clue right there. But this is a pretty cool sticker. Amateur Athlete is where I ordered these from. All right, let's take a look here. It's like Christmas. All right, we're down to the meat and potatoes. Andy Anderson's new wheel, the Nano Cubics. They're 52 millimeter Nano Cubics. I'm gonna set them up and I'm gonna skate them all this week, and at the end of the week, have a video on what I think of them. So let's give it a shot this week and see how it goes. And we'll set up the board right now. All right, we just got to the spot. These wheels haven't even touched the ground yet. So I'm just gonna sweep up the curb and then we're gonna get into some nose slide tests. Normally I can nose slide almost this entire curb within like 3 or 4 tries. So we'll see how it goes with the cubics. The wheels haven't even touched the ground yet. Here they are. They look like big marshmallows. They look kind of cool. They feel nice and soft too. And they're a little bit sticky. So I'm gonna roll around and just kind of break them in before we start the nose slide. All right, so I've been rolling around a little bit on smoother ground, and they do feel softer, which makes sense since they're supposed to be like kind of like the Dragon wheel where it's a little bit softer. So they do feel smoother, they're not as click-clacky. But I brought you here to like the worst ground ever. Don't know if you can see that. I got smoked here, and I haven't skated since, but I figured it'd be a good spot to kind of like feel how soft they are and kind of break them in a little better. So what I'll do is I'll try to ride on this like super rocky ground and maybe just do like a couple 180s or something over this tiny gap. So they're softer than riding the classics on that ground, but they're still not able to ride on that ground. That ground is way too rocky and rough. So we're gonna move on, go back to the slappy spot and see how it feels to get into that nose slide and whether or not they stick. So the nose slide felt pretty good. It didn't feel amazing. It felt a little bouncy. Like I would try to jam it into the curb, as you can see in the video, and it felt like the wheel was bouncing off the curb. I think that's because they're a little bit softer, right? But rolling up to the curb feels great. I don't know if you could tell in the video, but it feels like the board is actually getting up onto the 50-50 easier, which was something that in a video I watched, Andy Anderson was talking about how he designed the wheel to climb the wall. So I felt some issue with that crooked grind. It was catching. You can see my frustration in the video. So now we're hitting up the obligatory flat spot test. 5 power slides just to check, and they didn't catch. They let me slide, and I didn't find any flat spots after. So that's good. I'm gonna try some flip tricks because the board feels a little bit heavy. Admittedly, this board is toast. I've only been skating at slappies, barely any pop stuff, and it's like sogged out and barely any pop. It's got rails on it. It's heavy as all get out. All right, so I'm gonna head out on a longer skate. Since I always just skate at my spot, I figured it'd be a good idea to skate somewhere and see how the wheels felt longer distance. Still feels really good. Nice and smooth like a cruiser wheel. I'm really liking them. At downtown Long Beach, let's keep going and see if we can find some spots. They're not too bad. The wheels feel good on these bricks. They don't feel like they're like slowing me down too much. Equally humbling, and it hurts. So maybe I'll just skip that.
since we're testing out Andy Anderson's wheel, we should at least stop at the rail that he hit up. That thing's humongous. Still looking good. About a mile and a half in. Let's check out these brakes. Smooth. Since I'm downtown, I better stop for some world's best. I'm telling you, this place in Long Beach called Cabinet, best coffee I've ever had. Yeah, I'm tired, but I'm not as tired as I thought I would be. So maybe the wheels are soft enough that they do help with these long distances. So we'll see in another 3 miles, or mile, I guess, because we're just going straight home. Not bad. We're about 3.5 miles in. Feeling pretty good. My legs are tired. I'm a little sore from falling, but the wheels feel really good. Let's go fast. Made it home, so maybe we'll just do a recap right now when we get in. All right, so we've got a couple sessions under our belt with these wheels, and so far I'd say I'd recommend them to someone who wants to make an all-around board. If you don't want to have a slappy board and a cruiser board and a regular board, these are great wheels. I ran into some issues with them sticking on the curb a bit. You saw I was like doing cricket grinds. I really had to put a lot of weight on it to make sure it was pushing. But other than that, the wheel's great. I mean, it's exactly what you would expect. It feels like a Dragon, just a tiny bit harder. And if you're a fan of Andy Anderson, and maybe if you like the way the Cubics look, they're for you. Great wheels. Nothing bad to say about them. I don't know if they'll replace the classics, but I like them so far. Until next time.